Why is it so hard to be a candidate on the job market in 2023? It is because we are in an employer market. I started in recruitment in 2015, and with the exception of the first 6 months of COVID, we have been in what they call a candidate market. And I'm going to explain the difference between the two. This will hopefully help you understand why companies are taking a long time, why they're putting people through assessments, and why they are really not caring about candidate experience right now. Let's start with the candidate market. So in a candidate market, it means that there are a lot more open jobs than there are people on the market. In this type of market, when a company posts a job, they don't get a lot of applicants. They have to start reaching out to people, sourcing and researching candidates. They also might have to hire a third-party recruitment agency to help them out to find these candidates. In this type of market, it's really, really hard to find right candidates, and it's really, really hard to attract them to your company. Unless you're a big tech company and you can pay people a lot, then you don't really have this problem. Now let's switch to an employer market, which is what we're in right now. And an employer market is where there are more candidates than there are open jobs. So when a company posts a job, they get hundreds of applicants, and not just random applicants, like really good applicants, really qualified applicants. You're likely going to see this if there's a lot of layoffs, which we've been seeing in a market where a lot of qualified people have been getting laid off. You'll also see it in a downturn market where companies aren't optimistic about the future. Again, we're seeing that right now. We're seeing inflation, high interest rates. So most companies aren't that optimistic about the future. Optimism for the future is what fuels hiring. When companies are looking to grow or they're thinking that they're going to grow in the future, what do? They've got to hire people, and that's when they start to hire and recruit and bring people onto their team. Now, if every company is feeling optimistic about the future, then they're all competing against each other for that limited talent supply. Again, we are not in that market. When is the last time you talked to a business leader or anyone in business and they said, yeah, I'm super excited about the future. Like, yeah, we're going to grow, we're going to triple, we're going to double in size. That's not what leaders are saying right now. It's become a game of survival. And during these survival times, that's when we see layoffs. That's when we see budgets getting cut. That's when we see recruiting teams getting let go because they're not optimistic about the future. So for a candidate market to come back, we're looking for optimism for the future. And the good news is the market doesn't have to recover all the way. Literally, we just need to have that mindset shift from pessimism and, kind of doom and gloom for the future, which is what we're seeing right now, to optimism for the future and companies and leaders just being optimistic about future growth.